Music copyright claims have frustrated us YouTubers for years, but in the last 6 months, it's gotten out of control. Record labels like Sony and Warner Brothers have systematically issued copyright claims against big channels like Mr. Beast and James Charles, as well as small channels that just want to use copyrighted music to teach or to do remixes. In this video, I'm going to give you the 5 things you can do to stop music copyright claims on your YouTube channel. Hello creators, I'm Ian Corzine, your YouTube lawyer. The first thing that you can do to stop music copyright claims on your YouTube channel is to stop using copyrighted music. What is copyrighted music? Well, it's virtually any music you can get your hands on, because music, which is a work of art, becomes automatically copyrighted the minute it becomes fixed in a tangible form. That is, when it's digitally recorded or it's written down on paper. You may ask, well, if I can't use copyrighted music, well then what kind of music can I use? Well, the answer is simple. You can use music that is licensed to you, that is royalty free. There are a lot of licensing websites out there, like Artlist, like Audio Jungle, like Epidemic. You can use these websites to obtain royalty free songs that you can incorporate in your YouTube videos and not get music copyright claims. But for some of you creators, this royalty-free music isn't good enough. You want to be able to teach, remix popular copyrighted music for your YouTube videos. And for that, we'll get to the second thing you can do to stop music copyright claims on your YouTube channel. That is, you can go into YouTube's audio library to be able to get music for your YouTube videos. You do this by going into the YouTube Creator Studio, then you go on the left-hand side, you scroll down to Other Features, and then you select Audio Library. The Audio Library has both music and sound effects that you can use that YouTube licensed to you to allow you to use in your YouTube videos. It's great. I use the sound effects all the time. Click on the play button on the left so that you can listen to the sound effect or the music. On the right, click on the download button to download the audio file that you can use in your video editing program to upload to YouTube. Using YouTube's Audio Library is an effective way to get copyrighted music into your YouTube videos without music copyrighted claims. Another effective way of getting copyrighted music into your YouTube videos without music copyright claims is to use Creative Commons licensed songs. Creative Commons music is copyrighted music, but it's different than most copyrighted music because the original artist of the Creative Commons songs grants you certain rights that you can read in the creativecommons.org website to use his or her music freely in your YouTube videos. For more detail on Creative Commons music, I made a video that you can watch right there. But to save you some time, in most Creative Commons licensed music, the artist grants you the license to use the entire song in your YouTube video or only parts of the song. You can use this music verbatim. The only requirement is that you must attribute the original artist in the description section in your YouTube video. To learn how to attribute, to credit the original artist of a Creative Commons song, I have an example in the description section below. Where do you get Creative Commons music? Well, it's simple. You go to the creativecommons.org website. I'll put a link to creativecommons.org in the description section, and you can search and find Creative Commons songs to incorporate in your videos. You can also go onto YouTube and you can search for the artist or the song that you want, and then filter that search with Creative Commons, and it'll give you a listing of all Creative Commons licensed music by that artist or with that song name. I have to warn you though, sometimes people on YouTube say they own the Creative Commons rights to a particular song and they really don't. So you should do some research behind it. Go on Google, search the person's name, search for the song name, and try to find out if that creator really has the Creative Commons license for the song you want to use in your video. You don't want to end up in a situation where you use what's purportedly a Creative Commons song in your video and it's picked up by YouTube as copyright infringement. The fourth thing you can do to stop music copyright claims on your YouTube channel is to get permission from the original artist to use his or her song in your YouTube video. Let's be real here though, for most of us this is hard to do. We can't just pick up the phone, call Drake and say, hey, can I use God's Plan in my next putty video? But for some of us creators, we know members of local regional bands. We may contact them and say, hey, can I use your music in my video? You get publicity and I get original content for my video. So sometimes if you know local bands or regional bands or local artists, use that music, get written permission for that music in your YouTube video. The one thing to remember, if you ever use local bands' music in your YouTube video, you've got to attribute them in your description section. I show you how to do that in this description section of this video below. The fifth thing you can do to stop music copyright claims on your YouTube videos is to use the legal doctrine of fair use. If you want more detail to get really deep into fair use, watch my playlist right here. But in summary, and in accordance with Title 17, United States Code Section 107, fair use allows you to use copyrighted music in your YouTube video without the permission from the original artist, so long as you transform this music and make this work of art your own. Determining fair use is highly subjective. What does that mean? Well, to one person, a music clip may be fair use, but to another person, that same music clip may be copyright infringement. It doesn't always work on YouTube. However, fair use does provide you with a pathway to use copyrighted music, popular copyrighted music in your YouTube videos and not get copyright claims. How? Transformation. You transform by doing commentary or critique on that particular music clip that you're going to use in your YouTube video. So what does that mean? That means that you have to comment directly on the clip. You have to talk about the components of the music clip. You have to talk about the lyrics, the beat, whatever, the instrumentation. If you do that, that's sufficient transformation. Another way to transform is to teach people about the music clip you're using in your YouTube video. So you may comment on the notes or how the beat is structured. You teach people about the music, and that would be transformation. Another transformation method that YouTube sometimes allows are remixes. And I have to tell you though, from what I've seen from my clients, the only remixes that make it past Content ID are those that totally change, make the original work of art totally unrecognizable from the original. Fair use should be used as a last resort for your YouTube videos, and that's because of a reason that I alluded to earlier, which is that Content ID often mistakes fair use content for copyright infringement, which will require you to dispute that claim to be able to clear any music copyright claims from your channel. If you want to learn more about steering clear of copyright claims on your YouTube channel and avoiding the worst thing, copyright strikes, then watch this video right here. It's in my copyright playlist. It will give you the details about how to avoid copyright issues on your YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, come join us, the Copyright Squad. Hit the like button, consider subscribing, and let's talk more on Discord. The Discord server link is in the description section below. All right, that's enough for today. We'll see you next time.